The country of Bosnia is incredibly diverse. For example, when you go to the southern regions of the country, people typically have higher levels of Balkan and Mediterranean ancestry. And when you head towards the north, you detect higher levels of Northern European and Slavic-related admixture. What's really interesting about the Bosnian genome is that they are a mix of the three medieval populations that contribute to most Balkan genomes. We're going to look at the Bosnian genome through a variety of different time periods to understand who they are from a genetic perspective. Over here, I've got a Stone Age DNA breakdown of the average Bosnian genome. Interestingly, what we see is that 3% of their DNA is Western hunter-gatherer derived. Now, the Western hunter-gatherers were the first Neolithic populations to contribute to European genomes, and this genetic component is exclusively found within European populations. But if you look closely at this breakdown, around 50% of their DNA is Anatolian Neolithic farmer related. That's because around 8,000 years ago, there was yet another migration. This time it was characterized by agriculturalists originating from Anatolia, migrating into the Balkans. These Anatolian Neolithic farmers were the first people to introduce agriculture into Europe. When they entered the Balkans, they mixed with the Western hunter-gatherer populations to form a new genomic component known as early European farmer. However, if we take a look at this breakdown one more time, what we see is that a large portion of their DNA is Eastern hunter-gatherer related. Now, this is due to several reasons. The first reason is because around 5,000 years ago, the Indo-Europeans, a nomadic group that originated in the Pontic-Caspian steppe of modern-day Russia, started to migrate within Europe. When they entered the Balkans, they mixed with the early European farmer populations, setting the foundation for many Paleo-Balkan people, such as the Thracians and Illyrians. This is also the reason why, when we look into the average Bosnian genome from an Iron Age perspective, a significant portion of their DNA is related to the various Paleo-Balkan people who lived in the region. However, compared to Paleo-Balkan people, modern Bosnians have higher levels of this Eastern hunter-gatherer DNA. This is because during the 6th century, there was a migration of Southern Slavic people who were high in this Eastern hunter-gatherer component. When they arrived, they mixed with the Paleo-Balkan people, elevating their levels of European DNA. That's why, from a migratory perspective, around 50% of the Bosnian genome is Slavic in origin. Now, a question I get asked all the time is, did the Turks impact the Bosnian genome? Now, the Ottoman Empire ruled over Bosnia for several centuries, but this period saw a limited amount of genetic exchange between the Bosnians and the diverse groups under Ottoman rule, leading to minor genetic influences. Turkic DNA, if ever detected, only reaches levels as low as 2% in the average Bosnian. While Bosnians have a diverse genetic history, it's essential to understand that being Bosnian isn't solely about genetics. It's a shared language, culture, traditions, and history.